I'll do this my way now. Yeah, let's do it our way right now, baby. This is how you guys can become the hero in your own life as well as everybody else's. It all starts with a mindset. And why do I feel confident talking about this shit? Well, 3 years ago, I was anything but a hero. I was the villain in my own life, in my fiance's life, in my parents' life. I was everyone's villain because I was lost. But I have found myself and I am back to show you guys how to find the hero inside you. And just to tell you guys, I have my earphones in because I have a hero soundtrack playing. So if you guys want a hero soundtrack, put it in the description for you guys so you guys can listen to it daily, get energized, and you know, it's all about energy because Superman has superpowers. Spider-Man has his Spider-Man powers. It's all in energy. So you gotta have energy. So that's right down there if you need the energy boost. But without further ado, let's get into this video. And by the end of the video, you're gonna have some inspiration that you can put in, some perspiration to make your life that superhero life that you've always wanted so you can take care of the people you care about. So let's get into it. Whoa! So the first thing you need to do before you become a superhero, you need to fortify your mind, because if anything can get inside your mind and mess you up, then it takes away all of the momentum. Everything that is built off of progression is with momentum. You build the progression with momentum. It's kind of like a plane flying through the air. If it didn't have momentum, then it would fall out of the sky. So think of every process that you do as that. Picture an airplane flying. If you lose momentum, it's gonna fall out of the sky. And then once you start to get momentum again, it'll level out and keep going. So keep that in your mind. That's what I use in my mind to fortify that belief. You got that? Let's keep going with the mind. So then, once you realize that momentum is the key, you gotta keep moving. Keep your energy up. Then, what you need to do is you need to realize, I could be homeless, lying in a ditch with no arms and no legs. Like, that could be a very bad situation for me. But you're not in that situation. And heaven help you, if you are in that situation, send me a message and I will come and personally help you out. And, you know, hopefully someone sees you and helps you. But anyway, let's get back to it. You need to realize that things could be harder. Things could be very, very bad, but they're not. And this builds gratitude. Gratitude should be the cornerstone of your mindset. Everything could be bad, but it's not. I have the chance to continue to do what I'm doing and build a life for myself, build a life for other people, help other people by example. Have a little sip of coffee. It's local and it's good. So once you have gratitude, think of the worst thing that's happened in your life. Something that you came out the other side and made you stronger. And be grateful for that. If you're in a bad season right now, think of, how is this bad season that I'm in the best thing that has ever happened to me? Get your answer, and then you can form gratitude from that answer. Got it? Now we got gratitude and momentum in our mindset. Let's add a third thing. Let's add hope. Let's add hope to the mix. So let's say you're pursuing a career in boxing. You want to be the next Rocky Balboa. Well, it's hard. There's only so many Rocky Balboas. There's only one. But there's only one of you as well. Keep that in mind. In an area of work that it may seem saturated. This is saturated. There's one thing that nobody else has, and I'm so excited to give you this idea. There's one thing that nobody has in a saturated market. One thing. And that's your own personality. Nobody is you. That's why saturation is a myth. Nobody's saturated. Okay, say you work in e-com. Yeah. A lot of people work in e-com. A lot of people from India work in e-com. They're on their computer all the time, boom, 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 doing sales and shit. How you can beat all these guys is making a personal brand, showing yourself doing e-com and your personality, putting your personality into the process. And then you can build a personal brand leading into your e-com, link your store and everything, sell items that are personally mean a lot to you. And then you can build success off of that. Boom! Debunked right here. Everyone that says, and there's a lot of guys that are saying, e-com's saturated. It's not saturated. Nothing's saturated. Keep that in mind for every single thing. Everything you can do, you can plug yourself into it and make it a 1 out of 1. Because there's only one of you. And that is the ultimate mindset right there. I can go into mindset stuff for days. That's actually what I coach. I'll add a link there for my coaching if you're interested. But we'll move on to the next thing. The next thing, after you have your mindset, you need to have the body of a superhero. You need to be fit. And I need to get back into this. I admit I've been slacking a bit. I'm looking at my culprit, but it's not an excuse. When the tech doesn't work, you just do what you can, get a workout in, get back to it. I just went 24/7 trying to fix stuff. That was the problem. You want to balance it. You want to balance. I don't really regret it because all the problems are solved now and I can just get back into it. But the optimal thing is to balance your fitness in with everything. A lot of guys say, it's either business or fitness. No, it's business and fitness because fitness helps you get more business. Someone sees a better physique. Like if I didn't have a decent, chest because I keep my shirt open, then I wouldn't look as good. I wouldn't feel as good because I see myself on camera and I'm like, wow, I look good, I feel good. And people ask me, what do you do for training? What do you do for this? Man, I keep it simple, bro. Like, I didn't even pick my fitness plan. My network gave me it and I'm just like, oh, okay, I'll do this. All it takes is for getting that fit physique and an impressive body is eating whole foods, drinking lots of water, which is right here. I was gonna say I need to do that. Yeah. Ice cold water. And then it's getting a workout plan that works. That's why it's called a workout plan. It works out. Got it. And what else? Yeah. Momentum. Just like I was saying, the mindset, momentum. That's why working out, it works. It helps with every aspect of your life. It's just, it builds discipline. You see results, you get momentum, and then it makes you stronger. And then you have that superhero physique and you feel good, you're healthy, you can go the distance. So health and fitness, that's the second thing after the mindset. And then the third thing that we're going to go into to wrap all this stuff up, to become a hero, it's what you do with everything. You need to find something in life that you're going to do that changes the world, makes it better than when you came in. You leave the world a better place. You leave your mark. You leave a legacy. That's what it means to be a hero. You leave something behind, whether it's a son to take on the family business, which that's something I want, or it's a legacy, an empire that people want to get on board with. That's why I love Apple so much. That's why I like DJI. That's why I like Edge Clothing. Shout out to David How to Beast, my first mentor. Stay beastly, brother. And yeah, that's the key. That's the key that wraps everything up. Don't do something just for the money. Fuck that. We're not doing things just for the money. We're doing things to change the world. Yes, money will come with that. You know, you see that in politics. It's where the money sometimes shouldn't go, but it does. But we'll stay away from politics. I'm not as versed as I want to be in that, so I don't even want to talk about it anyway. We'll talk about religion instead. But two things that people say not to talk about. I talk about it anyway. But yeah, that's finding the thing that you care about in the world that really means something to you, that changes the world in a better way, and it helps people. And then you bring them on board, you build brotherhoods, you find relationships with women, high quality women. Just did that recently. It works on autopilot when you do this stuff. And also something I teach inside my coaching. Link in the description if you're interested. And it's just amazing. You get the money, you enjoy each day, even when things are hard. You're like, things are hard. I need more followers, I need more money. But then it comes to you when you let go. And that's also an aspect of finding your thing. You find that thing that you enjoy, you're energized, you help people out, and then you let go. You just do what you're supposed to do, just like I'm doing in this video. I'm not doing any cuts in this video. This is one take. First take, just clicked it, no mistakes. All the ideas are up here because I've lived everything. I'm competent to tell you guys this. I know it works, and I feel confident selling my coaching and telling you guys this stuff. I've changed my entire life. I've changed other guys' lives. I'm not saying this to say, look what I've done. I'm saying this because this is the magic that happens when you find the thing that you are supposed to be doing in life. I wasn't born to be working at Canadian Tire, any retail, a fish market, nothing. I was not born to do that. That's why I was very unhappy in those times, and I couldn't hold on to money. It's because I hated that shit, and I spent my money on everything to forget and to escape the life I was in. Now, I spend tens of thousands of dollars in learning stuff from other guys, being in brotherhoods, getting equipment, new phones and stuff, to help with the mission, to make the mission easier, to make it more effective, to have pride, to invest, to make it painful. Whereas if I gave up, which when you get to a certain level and when you set that standard high enough, giving up is just not an option. But you make it even more painful with the things that you invest in when you find that mission, when you find the right thing that wakes you up in the morning. I was in a dead sleep. I just shoot up, you're like, whoa, got a call that I need to get on. And then you get on the call, talk to some amazing guys. And that's the beauty of it. You get in the right lane, you meet the right people. Hell could break loose, and you just smile and you're like, just one more day in this bullshit. Just one more day in this bullshit. And then the bullshit turns to a golden nugget that you would have never thought you'd find. So I'm gonna leave you with that. Click a thumbs up if you got value from this. Or if you want to stay a while as well, subscribe, because I put 2 videos out every week. I'm doing 3 this week because my computer, I see you over there, was not cooperating. So I'm doing 3 videos this week because I missed one last week. And yeah, check out my description for coaching, my Instagram, as well as a free gift I have down there. It's my testosterone boosting stack to get you the energy that I have presented in this video to you guys. So thank you, my friends. God bless. We'll see you in the next video.